channel here on Snowrunner, and today we are looking at the mod browser again. Now it's only been up for a couple of days. They've removed stuff, they've added stuff, they've removed stuff, and they've added stuff again. So I'm here today and we're going to take a quick look through the mod browser, see what they've added, see if they've replaced anything. And straight off the bat, you've probably all noticed that the IX3880 Heavy Wrecker and the IX Wrecker are back. Now there are still a couple of issues with them. They are still carrying a couple of bugs, but that's to be expected of any new mods that are out there. This is why they've been taken down and replaced. So no doubt they'll be taken down again and tweaked a little bit more. I might be right, I might be wrong, but we'll just have to wait and see. So today we have 5 pages to look through. Most of them will be pretty much what you've already seen before. Like I said, the IX3880 and the IX Wrecker are back. As you can see, I've subscribed to them both and they're both activated. But when we go to my garage, I have actually brought them in from outside just in case they do interfere with the stream, because they have been known to do it in the past. So a big thank you to everybody that watched my last video. An absolutely amazing response from such a little YouTuber as myself. So a big thank you to all of you that watched that video out there, subscribers, and to all the comments that you sent me to answer all your questions the best I could. Any further questions you may have, obviously leave them in that comment section down below and I will get back to you as soon as humanly possible. So without further ado, there goes my teeth again. Without further ado, guys, let's jump in and let's find out what's new and what. So you can see you've all been looking at the first page for the last couple of minutes. Let's flip over to page 2. And there's much new there. I haven't had a go at the tank yet. I keep looking at it and I thought, oh, what's the point of driving if you can't fire? So unless somebody finds a way of firing the winch maybe out of the turret at the front, that'd be a nice little add-on to add to it. So page 3. Nothing new on this page either. Mind you, I think that Cherokee Trails, I think there's actually another one just brought out very similar, and I think it's by the same guy as well. So moving on to page 4, now we should start seeing some new items appearing. There it is, it's the Sequatchie Trails, and that is a new map that's been released. We won't go into that today, but I will subscribe to it. It's there ready for next, but I won't enable it just before I start the video. So on the last page, there you go, download complete. Now I do apologize guys, I'm still running on an original Xbox, so loading times are a little bit poor. And as you can see on the 5th page, they've already downloaded. We've got the off-road trailers and truck life improvements. Now I've already turned on the off-road trailers. Let's turn on the the truck life improvements. We'll back out of the mods, go to continue game, and now I'll just talk a load of nonsense for the next seconds or so just while the game's. But no, and also the response that I really say thank you enough. It's absolutely amazing. And to all subscribers out there, I gained a few, which is always a good thing. I appreciate all you coming in and watching. I hope they help. That's the whole reason. So this loading screen going to take time. We'll be getting hold of the Series X, so loading time shall be cut down quite dramatically. I am. So there we go. The loading banner finally. So yeah, we'll take a look at these new trailers and see what they're about, how they function. So first of all, we're going to need a truck to view them with. Now I'm not going to use the 3880 or the IX Wrecker. Sorry guys, they will be coming along at a later date when I know they're a little bit more stable. As you can see, I've been playing around with a lot of the mods. So with them being trailer based, I think the Freightliner will be a nice one to start with. Go to customizations, and we've got it set to saddle low at the moment, so let's leave the garage and get over to the trailer store. Now I have deactivated all the other trailers mods, so I'm hoping what we see is purely what comes out. 10 slot semi gooseneck with chains, and that's got 1,000 points of repair with it as well. We have off-road flatbed 2 slot. Can't quite make out what those tyres are on the back there, they look like muds. Front flatback trailers, which are a normal one. An 8 slot wide step deck with chains. We have a 4 slot chain semi trailer, again with chains. Right, we have the Zig Z trailer flatbed 2 wide step deck max with chains. It's mainly all with the chains. So there we go, we've got an off-road special flatbed. I'm sure that will keep all our cargo safe and sound inside, so if we do flip over, we're not chasing it down the mountain or through the river to bring it back. That's just one of our normal ones, so is that. Chained sideboard trailer again. Scout trailer toolbox. Now that's interesting because that's the mobile unit, but somebody obviously has turned it into a repair station with 128,000 repair points and 1,555 litres. Strange number to have, but there you go. 1,555 litres of fuel, so that'll be a handy little trailer just to leave mid-map on some of these sections here, so that's interesting. Moving down, we've got the white flatbed semi-trailer, which I think is the standard one. Chain Scout fuel with 1,000 repair points and 999 litres of fuel. The wheels don't seem to have rendered in on that one. Off-road service trailer. Once again, they've upped the points on that one. Very strange numbers, 1,508. But it also states it's 1,500 repair points at the bottom and 600 litres and 8 wheels. So we've got 6 slot semi step deck. Off-road maintenance trailer. Yeah, they're pretty much all the same. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. That one's rendered in a little bit heavy. Off-road semi gooseneck 8 slot. That's rendered in a little bit awkward there. Looks like somebody been in an accident. So we have the off-road sideboard 5 slot. There's quite a few in here. Oh, and here we go, off-road semi-trailer coiled tubing. There we have the off-road cat. And there's the big off-road oil refinery, or as I like to call it, the maracas. So, nearly at the bottom of the list. Not really much to choose from. In this section, it's just the super ones, and I've been talking so long that the engine's decided to switch itself off. So that's the original one that you start off in the game. So yeah, nothing superior in there to sing and dance about. So we will stick that gooseneck on. Get the engine started. Let's go and find some cargo to pick up. Helps if the handbrake's off. Take a quick run down to the farm. See how it handles. I know I've got chains on the back. Should have really done this in Alaska where there is snow. Just to get a better idea of if it handles a little bit better. I'm sure it won't slide around as much. And yes, my driving technique is a lot to be desired. So we'll quickly whiz over to the farm. We'll pick a couple of items up there. I think it's consumables from the farm back here in Michigan. It's been that long since I visited here. Let's get the all-wheel drive on in advance. Seems to be okay. Go into high. So, remember the first day that I came to this mud and I saw it and it was just like, oh, this is going to be a nightmare. After some of the maps that we've all been experiencing, I'm sure this is a walk in the park to many of us now. Especially with the upgraded trucks, and now that we've got modded trucks, it'd be like that the water just doesn't exist. Right. Seems to be bogging down a little bit. Let's spin this around. Load up. 5 slots of consumables and a 4-slot trailer, so you need to bear that in mind as well. It does look a little bit cramped on the back, but it still does the job as well as it should do. So I'll run this back up the hill real quick and we'll switch, see what modded trucks that are out there. Now the second one that we saw at the start of the video was for a couple of, they're not new trucks, but he's had a go at modding some of the vanilla trucks that we tend to sort of keep in the garage, or we just don't bother to download because they either just look naff or you just don't really find a use for them. So it's nice that somebody out there is taking the time and the patience to try and give those a bit of life. Mainly the Transstar and I think it's the Zig, the overcab ones. So this road. These off-road trailers haven't done much in the way of helping us out, but they do work. Starting to have daylight already. Like I said, we'll run back up the hill here. I'll delete the cargo and we'll jump into some modded vehicles. See what they're about. So, if you've got any questions, like I said at the start, if you've got any questions, leave them down below. I'll try and answer them the best that I can. And also, any comments that you have got in regards to the game itself. Are you enjoying it? Do you think the mods have ruined it? Do you think it's made it better? How many of you are just using mods now instead of using the original vanilla trucks that the game comes with? Do you think the developers going to up their ante a little bit, maybe not charges for vehicles now, and and there's some better vehicles, some vanilla trucks that can match the modded ones. I personally, in the last video, if you watched that one, were aware that I turned around and said that I wouldn't use them, and I'm not going to lie, I have done. They have been there, so let's get rid of all those. Trailer store, let's get rid of this trailer to get the money back, which I think was next to nothing. It's down here somewhere. And we'll recover back. Retain that one. Right, let's run to the truck store real quick. Truck store, and you watch, will be just my luck. The modded ones will be in Russia. If that's the case, I've got a couple of modded trucks already out, hidden in the corner there. We'll just go over and we'll take a look at those. Yeah, they're going to be over here, aren't they? I think that is one of them. No, that's the Voron Grad. The Azov 5319, that is one of them. So we can't purchase it. So we'll jump over to Tamir real quick. Well, I won't be jumping over to Tamir if I'm trying to get into there. So once again, I do apologise for the loading screens. I always apologise for my loading screens. I'm hoping to start learning to edit some of these a little bit better, so you guys that are watching on Twitch are seeing it all live, and for the benefit of the viewers out there that get to see it at a time, I'll be able to polish them up, make them look a little bit neater. But in the meantime, I make what I've got. The banner jumping up now. So we'll jump back into these real quick. We'll have a quick nosy, quick look at specs, maybe for a little drive around. If the game ever decides to load up, there we go. Straight to truck store, and we've got the 5319, I think was the first one. We'll purchase one of those. There we go. There's the Zig 5368 is part of his pack as well. Any more for any more. No, it's just those two that he seems to have done. Right, we've got the Zig 5368. Let's jump into customizations real quick. Engines. Right, we think there's two extra engines here now. The LAZ6T195, the 210, and the T8 240, which gives it S+, so we'll throw one of those in. Gearbox, we'll go down to off-road. Suspension, we've got stock, raised, soft high, and soft medium. Let's take the soft medium. Tyres. Oh, he's added an awful lot of tyres to it. We can go up to a 47. We've got all terrains. Have they added mud? We've got off-roads. We have got mud tyres. No Tigers though, unfortunately, so we'll throw those on. Winches, I always go advanced medium. Spare wheel we can have. Snorkels, twin front facing, just like the IX Wrecker. Hopefully that's no spoilers there. Right, so we've got a log carrier. Right, that's interesting. That's from the old Mudrunner days. So, blue sideboard, flatbed 1 and 2. I don't know what the difference is for carrying cargo. At low saddle mounting point. Didn't seem to change. No, it doesn't. Obviously a 2-slot flatbed, maintainer frame add-on, metal detector, small sideboard, small sideboard bed. It seems to have 2 of those. Maybe it's just a glitch in the game. Another sideboard bed. Fuel carrier from Mudrunner. A slightly smaller one. 2 loading cranes as usual, and saddle low. So we will throw on, I'm going to throw on the log carrier just because it's something different, so I'll throw that on there. What have we got in visuals? Rear bumper, we have stock wheel fenders and stock wheel fenders, both the same. Right, front side, angled sun visor, we'll throw one of those on. Front bumper, heavy duty pipe, axle protecting, fog lighter, and 2 stock. I think these just must be just a mishap with them. So we will put the axle protector on there. Miscellaneous, cabin air conditioner, caged beacon, tall beacon, side chrome parking lights, triple horns, twin horns, roof fog light, which are going on, and beacon and fogs as normal. Rims, only 3 sets of rims, but I think that's due to the mud tyres. So we'll go with the bottom set. Paint schemes, all the usual suspects in the paint schemes. I don't think there'll be anything too out of the ordinary here. That's quite bright and vibrant along with that one. He has added a couple of extras in here obviously, but let's go nice and bright. There we go. Bobbleheads, we can stick the bobbleheads in. I've already downloaded as one of the mods is the inclinometer, so we'll throw that on the dash. Accessories, all the usual stuff in there, your playing cards and your air fresheners, stickers, all the usual ones as well. Exteriors, we'll stick a harsh driver on that side and there, and you've got one for the roof. Let's put the moose up on the roof. And I don't think we can, oh, we can have a HUD ornament. No, I don't think we'd be able to have. So we will put this saver on the front. So let's put this out real quick. I will change it back to day so we can get a better look. Right, first test, we'll take it to the deep mud just outside the gates here on the left. And then we'll jump back to the garage real quick and check out the 5319, which was one of my favourite trucks when I was doing a Mandra. So hopefully he seems to handle really well in the mud. We'll put the all-wheel drive on. Oh, this thing is motoring. How are we going to get on in the water? It's going to slow down a little bit, but he did say that he wasn't making fast improvements. Let's put it into mode plus. It moves, but yeah, I think we've reached now. And these trees are obviously all behind us. So yeah. Not an absolutely fantastic vehicle, but that's the Zig 5368. So I'll throw that back in the garage. And let's get the 5319 out and see what we can do with that. So engine wise, We've got the 814, the 15.3 and the 16.1. We all know more power is better. Gearbox wise, we'll go for the off-road. Suspension, we have crane special, stock, raised and truck trail. So we'll put the truck trail in there. I think this one doesn't actually come with any options as it is, so that's quite a nice added bonus there. Tyres all the way up to a 50. I think it was only 47s we could allow on the last lot. We can go all terrain. Now I do remember this one did have muds, and there they are. And he's added, oh, I was just about to say he's added the Tiger tyres there, but those are not Tiger tyres. So we'll slap those ones on anyway. Winch, advance as always. Spare wheel, we'll throw that in. Snorkels, we'll put the wedge in. Frame add-ons, once again he's put the log, the old style from the, I think these are pretty much all the same as what was on the last one. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. So with this one I think we'll go the Kamaz blue sideboard, nice and vibrant. Visuals, front, the Azov sun visor, rear fenders, we'll keep them on. Front bumper, yeah, these are pretty much as they were originally, so we'll fly through these real quick. Put some lights on. Rims will go colours. He's added all the same colours as the last one. I don't think there is anything. There's a couple of bright ones in there. Let's go nice and bright with that one. And we'll put the inclinometer in. Stickers are all the same. And go moose and moose. Let's take this one out for a spin. No major difference with the power. One thing I did like with this is when you put the highway box in, you get 8 speed. As soon as you hit that, change the gear into high, take off like a rocket on you. So go, throw it in the mud. Drive on. Slow down a little bit. Swamp. It's being much of a difference to what the other one was. The in-cab view, as you can see, the inclinometer there. Not really the best view to show you, but the wheels. It's handled it a lot better than what the Zig did. So guys, quite a lengthy video for just 2 mods, but those are the mods that have been released at the moment. If you've liked this video, hit that thumbs up button. Any comments you have, like I said, leave them down below and I will get back to you as soon as humanly possible.